on the counter. On the counter.
Chaotic and dead. We're just gonna have like.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's just go now. Right. Are you ready? Is everyone ready with their names?
Yeah.
Right. Go. Alan, Ethan, Kai, me, and I say
I
welcome
though.
to
I want to
the
go
end of it,
second.
okay? This is what's happening.
But it's first the worst.
I
Second
can't
the
balance
best.
it.
Alright.
Ethan just
go?
died. Okay, go.
I did just die, actually, on my game.
Hi, I'm Alan from Pixel Brits.
I'm Ethan.
I'm okay.
And I'm Will, and welcome to the PixelCast.
Yay!
So how's it going, Kay?
my full name is
That's back.
Kinity. Anyway, this is our first proper pair. Our first proper
Sure it is.
podcastle. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing we start the first little bit talking about like new stuff that's happened to
Dibs.
like, you know, pop culture and all that.
Pop culture, you mean small talk?
No, yes.
Yes.
Exactly what I mean. I'm just gonna look on IGN, the best rating website.
No, I'll
no,
start
no.
the absolute
Wait, so
conversation.
you weren't
If
prepared?
you're gonna look
No.
through IGN first, you gotta Bing it through the best.
Oh,
search
yeah,
engine
you gotta
to get
do
the
Bing.
best
You gotta
game
do
rating
Bing.
site,
Everybody uses Bing.
obviously, as
Anyway,
well as like Internet Explorer.
You're talking about like films and stuff.
So what's Obama's deal?
Yeah, is he still alive?
Like, you know, Obamacare. I mean,
I'm pretty sure he's not alive anymore. He's not president anyway.
He's not even our president.
a badger
Yeah,
cut my
well,
leg
we
off
don't
and
even have
Obama
a
sat there
president.
eating biscuits.
We don't.
President.
No, we have a prime minister.
We have a queen. That's pretty damn cool.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
She's
it
old.
is.
She does nothing. She's just old and sits there.
She's like, oh.
Queen is great.
If
No, the parliament like we should go to war. She's like, yes, I'll stop it by doing absolutely.
She doesn't have any power.
can the Queen
Well
In
done.
the olden
does
days.
the Queen have enough power to
I don't think she has enough power to get out of bed. without
It's just
assistance.
too much, Ethan. You
That's
just
why
took
she
it
has
too
so many
far, as
organs.
usual.
There's just leeches tied to each of her body.
Ethan.
And she
I mean, having
out-
a house that
Ethan.
big would wear me out.
How
And
dare
she's
you?
like, she's well old.
Say sorry
How
to
does she
Liz
get
now.
around it? I'm sorry, Liz.
say sorry to good old Lizzie.
I'll text her now.
I have
My
a
apologies.
question, Ethan.
I probably have an answer.
Well, your answer is probably shut up, Kai. But right, the Queen's got quite a lot of power, right?
No, I don't think so.
Theoretically speaking, she has a lot of power.
Well, she's the queen, so yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna Bing this shit. Let's Bing
does
how
she
much.
have? Does she have the power to give her queenly?
She has the power.
I
Yeah, well,
have the power. Queen turns into He-Man.
I'm not even kidding. Right, I put in how much power does the Q, and it says how much. The first thing is how much power does the Queen actually have?
Right, can I
How much
ask my
does
question?
the
I want to ask my
Queen
question.
How much does the Queen of England have? How much does the Queen of England have in Canada? Okay.
And what?
How much does the Queen have in Canada? How much power does the Queen have in the UK? So, like, one of the most searched things is how much power does the Queen of England have in Canada? Why?
Can I ask my perfectly legitimate question?
Yeah.
The Queen's got a lot of power, so does the Queen have enough power to go up to someone randomly in the street, go, "Hey, look, you have my queenly powers now"?
Do you mean can she just make a new queen?
Yeah, but like
No.
No, because we go by heirs.
Wait. If she just decides with her almighty power, "Hey, Jim, you can be the queen now," don't question it yet. You can question it afterwards. Okay, hey Jim, you can have all my queenly powers. I'm no longer the queen anymore. I have no more of that power anymore. Yeah, it's like all of her bodyguards go over to Jim and do all his bidding. The queen is now just a civilian. Okay, does she have enough power now to go back up to Jim, punch him in the face, and take her queenliness back?
Oh yeah, she's still
about
the queen.
18. She'd break her hand.
I just came up with an idea now.
Mm?
You know how the new queen will be selected probably when Elizabeth dies?
Is the new queen not just going to be Kate?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Oh,
she's
okay.
the heir. But I think they should change that. I think the queen should hold like a death tournament.
Well,
And she, like,
you're all wrong
what do you mean?
because there's not going to be a queen.
Judge
next, there'll
everyone
be a
fight
queen.
for the death.
A king.
Basically, battle royale. But get
Yeah.
to the crown version.
Like seal off the houses.
I reckon the Queen would get well into it.
Ethan,
You've got 6
fucking
fantasies, Ethan.
Ethan.
Eat my tattoos, scrub child.
Basically, Ethan, basically,
Whacks Harry in the nuts.
Hunger Games 6, get the crown.
Oh, right, I figured this out. It says the Queen has massive powers. Basically, she can dissolve Parliament, sack the Prime Minister, she can break a treaty, she can
That
declare
sounds
war.
vicious.
Okay, this is
Right.
what.
Imagine she
Will,
just sits over
Will,
Parliament with a cup of water.
Will, this is what.
Oi, stoy.
Will, this is what I heard from you. This is what I heard from you. She has enough power to dissolve Parliament, and she can break a tree.
She can break a treaty, she can get rid of the Prime Minister, and she can declare war, and there's other stuff. But the things that she can't do is raise an army on her behalf. Well, that's pretty stupid, she's the Queen.
Ethan,
Ah.
I just put into Google, what is the opposite of? And you know what the 4 autocompletes were?
What?
First of all, what is the opposite of opposite? What is the opposite of
I
nocturnal?
want to know.
What is the opposite of nocturnal? What is the opposite of drowsy? And believe it or not, this is the 4th autocomplete. What is the opposite of red?
What?
Okay.
What? What even?
Okay, here it says. The opposite is an additive inverse of itself, so therefore the opposite of opposite is 7.
What? Alright, I'm not even kidding. When I typed in what is opposite on Firefox, first thing that came up is what is the opposite of red.
Really?
Then the opposite of love, opposite of opposite, opposite of blue, opposite of benefit, and opposite of fear.
Right, okay, this is one of the answers to what's the opposite of opposite on Yahoo Answers. He goes, well, that's simple. The opposite of an opposite is nothing close to what an opposite is in contrast to what you first compared it with. Just because you have 3 balls and you paint one yellow, one blue and one green, doesn't mean that 2 of them are the same and 1 is not. They can all be the opposite of each other, and yet hold the same texture to each other. I am an opposite of other people. I am in fact an individual. However, I am just human.
Oh god, my search I've just done has come up really weird. I put in why does my poop? I've got why does my poop float? Why does my poop smell? Why does my poop stink? Why does my poop burn? And the last two are the best. Why does my poop smell like
Fish.
skunk? Why does my poop smell like weed? What?
Okay. Interesting.
Why is my...
Let's do what else?
I remember that discussion we had about buildings. The point I raised.
Oh yeah.
And elevators. We'll do the building one first.
Okay. Blow Will's mind.
Why is a building called a building? It should be called a built.
I think you just deactivated Will.
Just shuts down.
Those things I've heard so many times before. I'm just like, are we really doing this?
Why? And
Why is
a
it a drawing called a drawing and not a drawn?
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh yeah, Ethan. Not Ethan. Will. I need to get a good name.
Guessing it's called a draw. Like it's called a drawing because a drawn is like a past tense like action.
Well. Yeah, did I tell you? Will, did I tell you about how we figured out that elevators are a lie?
How?
Tell him the message I sent you out of the blue that started this conversation.
Okay, I'm gonna find it. Yeah, at one point, like after that, about 1:30 in the morning. No, 1:09 in the morning. I specifically remember this. We started talking about like the physics of underwater life. Yeah.
No, you asked if a fish would drown outside of water, and I explained to you that fish still need oxygen.
Yeah.
And then we got to discussing what makes a fish a fish.
Yeah. What defines fish?
How do fish?
How to fish?
How
No,
do
that
fish?
makes too much sense.
How is fish formed? How is baby formed?
I'm scrolling up, Ethan, and I found our 3 books. Well, that well, that didn't work, an autobiography by me. They Never Stood a Chance, an autobiography by Ethan. And What Should I Write, an autobiography by Alan.
I want a book. Can I have a best-selling novel? Oh.
Yes. Yes, I'm scrolling.
Just
up
call
the-
it, why am I even here with
The
these
infinite scroll of ping messages that I sent to Ethan. Wow, we oh wait, I've got to the underwater bit. No,
Brilliant.
here we are. I sent you a message and you went, Kai, ready to have your mind blown? I put question mark. Ethan put, I'll apologise in advance. I put, I'm ready, take me. He goes, why is a building called a building and not a built? Same for drawing, why isn't it drawn? I go, what are you doing to my brain? He puts a winky face. This means something. And I put, there is no air underwater. Wait.
That's not the
wait,
elevator.
Oh, there's the elevator one's up there. Oh, there's the Sheldon meme. There's the banana chips. While I'm looking for stuff, you might as well talk about something else, so we're not sort of silent.
Can I revert back
Talk
to the
about
Queen thing?
current affairs. Yes, what's up with the Queen?
Well-
Let's talk about politics and parliament.
One
which
of you
I know
said
nothing.
that the next Queen will be Kate, but the next in line is William, I think.
William cannot be a queen, Alan.
Nobody can be a
He's in
king.
fact a male.
I don't want a king. I'm happy.
Well, you're going to get a king even. It's
You
next in line.
sexist. What's wrong with men?
What's the who was the
You
most
hate-
Ethan? Who was the most recent king?
In our country or any
Our
country?
country, yeah.
That's a good question, Kai.
Is it Cromwell? Louis? He's from France.
It's Napoleon, obviously.
Was it Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah.
Can't find the elevator.
I go say it is, and you're all wrong.
Oh, here we are. I've got to the bit where it says, "What is this?" It's only one of the things the government is trying to hide from us. Literally, I put something about mocap and like using animation, and he goes, "Elevators are a lie," and like exclamation mark. And I go, "What? Are they not worthy?"
They are a lie.
Reference to the obviously Avengers, and
It wasn't
I'm
a
like-
reference to the Avengers.
no, my are they worthy? Bit.
Oh, right.
And then I was like, oh, look how smooth I'm making this mouth thing. And then I put, explain the elevator thing, please. And he goes, what word comprises elevator? And I go, elevate, meaning it goes up. Elevators also go down. And he goes, exactly. And I put, excavators? And he goes, no. And I'm like, descenders? He's like, that means something completely different. I'm like, elevators really are a lie, and we've believed them all these years. Ethan replies, I feel like a fool. And I'm like, also, sometimes they're called lifts. You can't lift something down either, can you? And he goes, I can't believe we entrust our lives in such a thing. I reply,
This is an average conversation for us.
You can lift something down.
No, you can't. You're not lifting it, are you?
you can take something down, you can bring something down.
When you lift
can't-
something, you're lifting it up.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
that-
you could-
I
you could
think
lift it
might
down to
be
the
because,
ground.
like,
That's
originally,
not lifting
Alan.
it, though. That's putting it on the ground.
Alan, you can lift it up slightly, then bring it down, but you can't lift it down, you pull it down.
No, I just let it drop.
Well, that's still
Okay.
not lifting, is it?
Well,
Anyway,
you
back
know,
to-
About as far from lifting as you can get.
you're about as far from lifting as I can get.
What?
Alan,
Yeah,
Alan,
Even
that's
if-
right. What do you want?
what's blifting?
Lifting?
That's what you just said. Silly one. And then we continue. I know, it's terrible, it's all Skynet's fault. Obligatory Terminator reference. Tell that on the podcast or something, I want to animate it.
See, Kai? I remembered, but I didn't. I just remembered that now that you said it. Have you guys watched Terminator yet?
What, new one?
Genesis?
Yeah.
I haven't, no.
Oh, well.
I have not.
You have to read
I-
the,
What's the point in you guys then? God.
I don't really tend to watch a lot of films.
I remember one of my
Wow,
things,
way to
I
hurt
put,
feelings, Ethan.
I don't think Ethan understood this. And I'm like, orange rhymes with purple simply because they both rhyme with nothing.
No, that's stupid.
Right, listen.
That's not true.
Nothing rhymes with orange, therefore orange rhymes with nothing. Yeah?
No.
Purple.
No.
Purple also rhymes with orange simply because they both so. It's like you have pan.
No.
Listen. You have pan
No.
and tan. you have
No.
no. Right, Alan.
9.
What do you want, Kai? sick of your shit.
Ethan, I like how as soon as I go to Alan, the German, you say 9.
Actually, I was gonna do it anyway.
You say that, right, pan and tan both rhyme, don't they, Ethan?
Yes.
Right? Pan also rhymes with, like, lan.
Great.
So therefore, pan and tan both rhyme... No, pan and lan both rhyme, don't they?
Yeah.
Right? So, if orange rhymes with nothing,
No,
and
because
purple...
they rhyme because they rhyme.
If orange rhymes with nothing, then purple must rhyme with orange because they both rhyme with nothing.
No.
What rhymes with purple,
wait.
Ethan? Ethan, what rhymes with purple?
Nerful.
Well, you're just making up silly stuff.
Well, no, not really. I mean,
Kai.
technically, orange does have rhymes.
Actually, orange rhymes with sporange, a sack where spores are made, so you can eat your own heart out.
Yeah, it's literally just like
Really?
looked it up as I
Yeah,
have.
get shit on, Kai. Get shit on.
I don't get
It's because it says that orange has no almost no perfect rhymes, so you can do like strange
in
rhymes and
botany,
stuff.
it's a
So
case
things
of
like
suppose,
No, sporange is a sack where spores are made, so
where
Kai's
equivalent
wrong.
to to the seeds in flowering plant. I did not know that.
damn right. Do your research.
Yeah.
I've never heard Kai go, I did know that.
Oh.
purple does have rhymes. Like orange, there's no perfect rhyme kind of things with them. It's like purple and purple.
I think I've just scrolled down on our fish conversation. I really think it should go on a shirt with my face on. Fish logic isn't my forte.
What were we deciding whether it's a fish or a jellyfish?
Yeah.
It says it's a fish, but it ain't a fish.
Yeah. I'm like the first thing. We'll go back to the fish conversation if you want. Do you think that's entertaining, Ethan?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember what it said.
Right, I'll recall it. Alright, it's the elevator thing. And I put, does it rain air underwater?
No.
Because I was thinking, the first thing that came to mind was, because I was in Photoshop, and if you invert something, like, it takes something out of the picture. I was thinking, is there air rain?
No. No, there
like-
isn't.
It depends if you count bubbles as
listen.
air rain.
There is...
Rain falls, and rain is water. Rain.
Oh, wait.
Look up the definition of rain.
Wait,
What
Ethan,
if it's
Sure
zero
you, it
gravity?
says something
so-
about
Ethan, this is
water.
what I deciphered. Right.
If there's zero gravity, then there won't be clouds.
No, listen. It's going to make sense
Fuck
soon.
you, Ethan. No one
Right.
likes you.
In our real life, like not in water, in like air life.
What? In real life, not in water, in air life.
Listen, we as humans are surrounded by air, and there's water that we can go in. Okay,
Uh-huh.
we can drink water and we breathe air, and it rains. It rains little bits of water.
Yes.
So the rain goes down. So if in water, fish breathe water, and maybe occasionally
They don't breathe water.
occasionally have a drink of air. Does that mean
No.
that it rains air underwater, but the air rains upwards?
No.
No, because it doesn't need
There
to.
is
It doesn't need to
bring
rain
in-
air.
There's
Bring in-
oxygen dissolved in the water.
Bringing back Alan's
Yeah.
thing about bubbles, maybe bubbles are air rain,
Kai,
Oh.
because the bubbles go up and they don't go down.
Kai,
What?
fish
You do
don't
not
breathe
believe
water, they take the oxygen from water.
Which
This-
I've already explained to him.
What do you not get from that?
So I kept thinking that it all came from like.
You
when
know
we
what
were-
the problem here is?
I'm an
You're
idiot. I know.
thinking.
mentally
You're
handicapped.
trying to think. Stop it. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Do you know what started all this? Not me being born. Us watching about like 2 seasons worth of SpongeBob in one day.
That's true.
Fireworks underwater.
Yeah, right, okay. So I put, does it rain underwater? And you go, no, there is no air underwater. I'm like, well, there's no rain in air, so is there air vapor in the sea? And you go, there's no such thing as air vapor, and the rain falls from the sky through air. And I put, so there is such thing as water vapor, and air falls from the top of the sea sky, in brackets, through water. And he goes, what are you saying? Air doesn't fall from anywhere. And but it's basically reversing what you're saying, so it makes sense to a fish. Fish drown if they're put in air.
They don't drown.
They suffocate.
That's what I said.
Drowning is the opposite of suffocate.
It's nice to talk to people who know what they're on about.
Like, listen.
Do I have to?
You
I'd rather
drown.
not.
You can drown in like juice.
Yeah, I
If
can
you-
drown. Yes.
If you drink water.
Guess what juice is? Juice is a liquid.
Yeah.
So of
Right.
course you're drowning it.
So can you drown if you're drinking something? Can you drown if you don't like breathe while you're drinking it?
No,
Well,
you'd
yes.
suffocate if you weren't breathing. But if the liquid went into your lungs and
No, that
No,
would still
no,
just
no,
drown
no.
though, because
Like-
you
Yes.
can't take oxygen and the
You
water's
know,
filling up.
when you have a drink and you drink like for ages and you need to like breathe.
yeah.
You know, the usual thing.
This might just be my
How
problem.
annoying.
Does that not happen to you?
Yes, I do actually have to
Yeah.
breathe, guy.
No, not that. I mean, like, say if you're drinking, you've
Yes,
got like
we do
a-
drink. We
you've
are
got-
human.
You've got like quite a hearty glass of water, and you're like, I might.
Quite a hearty glass of water. Yes.
You think
I
it's alright?
complain
I'm
too
going
much.
like, you're gonna down it, okay? You
Okay.
down said drink, and you're like halfway through, you're thinking I need to breathe, so like you stop drinking it, and you're like I can't down it, and then people are like, oh, you bad. And but I was thinking,
Oh, you bad. What?
if like
You're
If you-
thinking if you just didn't stop to breathe and you kept drinking,
you can
that
drown,
would be suffocating.
you can drown if water goes in your lungs, but
Yes.
if everything underwater is opposite to on air, in air,
No,
then-
no.
that means that if fish,
How's it any different other than there
If-
not being air?
if a fish was to get like a lot of air, no, if a fish came out
Yeah,
of the
he's
water,
just gonna pop up out of the water,
No.
grab a bunch of air, shove it in his
if
mouth.
we
and
go in a
suffocate
river,
himself.
if we go in a river underwater and don't have any breathing equipment, we die, we suffocate, we drown, right?
Yeah,
So
we drown.
if you put a fish on land,
It suffocates.
Everything must be opposite. So he
No.
doesn't drown. He reverse drowns on air.
Why are you?
No,
like-
Kai, he dies.
I,
He-
I
he
feel like
chokes.
Kai's
Also-
No, he dies.
a fish
Also,
person
your
trying to
own
gratify himself in this
thing is
world.
flawed there because you're saying everything in water is opposite. So if he comes out, he's not doing the opposite, is he?
Yes.
Also, what
No,
about
what?
it's not opposite?
I'm so confused.
Kai,
We're
you
out
lost the
here.
spell.
And we're breathing air.
The fish psyche
We're
is
breathing-
reversed to us in the water.
We're breathing oxygen from the air out
Okay.
here. They're breathing oxygen in the water. So what's opposite about that?
Nothing.
You stumped me, Ethan.
It's about
I'm
fucking
surprised it
time.
took that long.
Right, okay, well, let's still not do anything about the fish. Let's divert from that. Okay. Can I tell you
Right.
about my fascinating theory
Like
of,
hell, you can.
of World War Moon?
Probably not, because it'll end up you being wrong.
No,
World War Moon.
not mainly because it's quite a theoretical. It might be right.
Oh yeah.
So,
Kai,
right,
you were just talking about how fish are opposite to humans and that they like drown
they are.
in
Shut
air.
up.
They're
let me
not.
tell. Let me tell about.
I might be wrong. Just
Mo-
look at the fish.
Wait, would it be World War Moon because we're conquering the moon, or would it be Moon War 1?
Well, it wouldn't be War Moon. Or Moon War 1 because there's no war going on the moon.
There
It'd
eventually
fucking
will
hurt.
be. There eventually
Talk
will
to
be. Let me tell
No,
my
there
story.
won't. There's nothing on the
Let me,
moon.
this is in the future, Ethan. Anything can
I
happen.
think someone's been playing too much Wolfenstein, to be honest.
I haven't
Yeah,
played
but if they're on the
Wolfenstein.
moon, then they're from Earth. Which means they're a country, which means they're part of Earth, just because
Ethan,
they
in the
live
future,
on the moon.
anything can happen. In the future, we will have countries on the moon.
In the
I-
future, Kai might realise he's wrong about quite a lot of stuff and stop making really weird theories.
Right, no, you haven't heard World War Moon yet, right? So
Oh, for God's
there is still
I don't
like,
want to hear World War
the-
Moon.
Kai, we both live in the garrison,
okay.
but you live in the village, and I live here. But we're still in the garrison.
Doesn't make it World War Garrison.
Or World War Village.
Well,
You're just over there.
let me tell about World War Moon, please. Right. Right.
It's okay, I still
It's
need
right
to lose
that
my daily quota of brain
it's-
cells.
It's
Go
right.
away.
It's right that some pieces of Earth, like some countries, have not been claimed yet. Right? They haven't been
I
claimed
guess
by
so.
anyone. But apparently, some parts of the moon have been claimed, but only a few little parts. Probably by like America or
Okay.
something. Right? So once like we send more people to the moon, do we get like, say if Russia went to the moon and America went to the moon, would they start like fighting over which parts of the moon they get?
Why are they?
No.
Why are they getting the moon? Why are they staying there?
No,
Yeah,
the moon's
basically.
kind of shit. There's nothing.
No,
Not
basically-
entire armies can
Is
go to
Russia
the fucking
abandoning
moon.
their people on the moon?
Wait, Ethan, you're taking out the most
A new punishment.
You're taking out the most
All of
vital part here.
Moscow.
Ethan, this is the future. Anything can happen. Basically, on Earth, every single country has been like owned by someone at this point. Okay.
Okay.
Say like I don't know, 2050. Everyone is like everyone
You're
now
saying
has.
people are so desperate to own a bit of land that they'll make a new country on the moon.
Basically, but
No one is desperate for land
Let
at
me
the moment, Carl.
let me.
And why
speak.
would you have a place on the moon? There's no atmosphere.
Wait? Well, why do
That's
they own?
like the last place you want to live.
Why do they own? Why do they own moon bits now? Hello.
It's well cold over there.
Mum told me to be quiet, I guess. Okay. Talk about stuff.
Wrecked.
Talk about stuff. Yeah. You talk. Basically, to be continued. World War Moon.
Joy.
Oh,
I can't wait.
joyous joy. I think this whole World War Moon thing's just going to end terribly.
Yeah.
It's like
Immediately change the subject.
I don't want to break his heart and tell him that I think there's like a space.
Why not? That's the most
thing,
fun
so no country or race can like take a part of land in space that's already been
I think
discovered.
the thing he doesn't get is the fact that how the fuck are you going to get an army up to the moon? Like, you know, an army consists of thousands of soldiers, not one solitary dude on the moon.
It's just one guy. I'm the army.
Come fight me!
Tries to
Also,
invade a
what
country.
about like the ideals of
Sorry,
like,
guys, it's just me.
this is going to be boxing on the moon. It's not going to be an army. It's just going to be two dudes fighting in a boxing ring, trying not to suffocate.
But they can't stay in because they keep floating away.
Yeah. It's just going to like.
Someone gets punched.
It
and
will
just travels
basically
the
just
whole way
turn into a
across.
match of like they're slowly floating off into space and they're just throwing like boxing gloves and stuff at each other to try and knock them out further so one of them dies quicker. Moon rocks! Boof! But no, as I was saying, I don't want to break his heart and tell him that I think there's a treaty and stuff. Don't quote me on this because I can't quite remember it in full. But I think there's like some form of treaty that means like you can't claim bits of land in space. It's like a
Yeah.
full-on NASA space treaty thing.
Yeah.
So I don't. I feel bad. It's going to break his heart if we tell him. We'll just keep shush and let him blabber on for about 5 minutes. We'll humour. We'll humour the poor.
We'll
man.
continue to shoot down his stupid ideals.
Just constantly. Hey guys, have you ever thought if fish can walk on land? Kai, no, shut up. I was thinking theoretically. Well, theoretically, we were thinking. Shut up.
Yeah.
We'll just take like some other like scientific fact and use that against him. Like, did you
I don't know if he'll be able to handle
if a Kai shuts up for 30 minutes, it generates enough power to generate like power Pittsburgh. Something like that. Or it could just be really harsh and be like, you know, every minute a Kai shuts up, more brain cells are saved than if his mouth was open.
Hello.
Hi, Kai.
What have we been
Hi,
talking?
Kai!
We're talking about how I'm an idiot and I should I should burn. Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically.
We came up with interesting theories.
Okay.
So
That's-
go on with this moon thing.
World War Moon. Okay.
Oh, back to
Gonna
that.
I'm
Joy.
editing this.
I was
What part-
scared we wouldn't
what-
get to continue.
What did we end on?
We
Yeah, you
ended
telling
up
us about
we
how
ended the
World
whole
War Moon was a
conversation.
thing.
We weren't even continuing
No,
anymore.
no. What did I say?
You said let's not talk about this anymore and move on. What a noble fella you are.
Oh, noble. Anyway, to the discomfort of Ethan, I'll continue. Right.
What if you don't?
What if I don't?
What happens?
The FBI are onto us.
It's a conspiracy.
Anyway. So,
Yeah, anyway.
there's countries that haven't been claimed yet, and in the future, people will want more land. People are there's probably wars going on at the moment.
Why are they going to the moon, though?
But interesting question. I'll get to that in a sec.
No, I want you to get to it now.
Oh, how about I
Yeah.
don't?
Well, we do. We are the consumers
You
of
scallywag.
information and knowledge. we would like to know.
So in the future, people will become so desperate for land they think, okay, where's the next place that people have already got land from? Because people have claimed bits of the moon already.
No,
They have. People have got pieces
not
of...
legally.
Yes,
No,
legally.
it is true that some people own the moon.
Who
Yeah,
are
but
some
they
parts
don't legally own
of
it.
the moon.
As I was saying before with the whole space treaty thing, like people like NASA and stuff don't actually see it as an actual.
Kai?
Dennis Hope, an American entrepreneur, sells extraterrestrial real estate. In 1980, he started on business at the Lunar Embassy Commission. As of 2009, Hope claimed to have sold 2.5 million 1-acre plots on the moon for around $20 per acre.
Jesus Christ, some people can get scammed really easy.
Go
can't
on.
What part of the moon would you own?
Have a look. Just talk about something else.
they? He's gonna look up the moon. Oh yeah, the Western Hemisphere looks quite nice.
Good real estate on the moon. And this one's got 4 bedrooms. Quite a large garden.
Swimming pool, I'm in.
Although the water doesn't actually stay in.
No, it just floats
I've
out in a
just
giant.
googled.
It also freezes at night time.
In your opinion, what is the best part of the moon? Oh no! It's
I bet you get
what's the
this
best
that
part
one
of New
emo
Moon?
in every forum that's just like the dark side of it, and then you're like, fucking idiot. That's both sides.
on Reddit, it's which are the best parts of the moon. It says, "Do have fun, but do not post pictures of other planets." We will not allow you to do so.
He demands of it.
Um,
I wonder what would happen if someone did.
Pluto.
I feel like they'd get hunted down.
The realist.
Not even a
real
planet.
estate
You
police.
think about moon. The moon is on Google Earth, so everyone knows which parts of the moon there is.
Huh?
Is it?
Yeah, moon is on Google Earth.
There's a separate part that lets you look at.
Well, if that's the
planet.
case, then Google Earth lies as well, because the moon's not a part of Earth.
It says like
Should
Google.
it be called Google Solar?
It says like Google Planets or something. I'm not sure.
Google Splat.
Google.
Ethan's just like predicted the end of our world.
It's just gonna splat into the moon.
Ethan, if we die that way, I'm going to kill you.
I look forward.
What are people's like thoughts on how the world's going to end?
Is dead.
Nuclear war.
Dead. That's pretty accurate. Or something.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. It's nuclear.
People
war.
are gonna die.
How do you
So-
think the world's gonna end? People will die.
I don't think
The
it
world.
will be nuclear.
I keep getting cut off by myself with this thing. So
Does everyone like pick a country and then go, all right, we'll nuke this one, and then
Well, no, it's
I'll nuke you then.
it's like
no, it's when
No, I can imagine it's just like all the world leaders have made peace and they're all joined up in a giant room full of red buttons and they're playing like fucking whack-a-mole with nuclear missiles.
Mummy, can we conquer Russia? No, we'll do that next year, Jimmy. Yeah, I keep cutting myself off of World War Moon.
Oh, shame.
So in the future,
Oh,
people are
what
going
a
to
shame! My
people are
brain
going to
cells
become
would
become
just-
desperate for the moon, not the moon, desperate for land, and because there'll be no land left, they'll go to the next place that people have been to the moon, and there's real estate available on the moon, and they'll be like, all right, I'll have this. But if America would probably get the bit of moon where they put their flag, and Russia.
What does this have to do with a war?
I'm getting to that. This is quite a long saga. So, let's say, for no particular reason, they basically... Everyone gets their pieces of land, like, in proportion to where they get them on Earth. So, like, I don't know...
Wait,
That would not.
that
work
wouldn't work.
at all.
No, say you've put the
The
moon...
moon's smaller than the Earth. Also, are you saying...
No, if they took the proportion of the Earth, shrunk it down, and then drew, like, little lines...
No,
They
wait,
could be
listen.
drawing on the moon for
So are
about
you saying
50
that, like,
constantly suffocating?
America's gonna go up there and they're gonna like, all right, America, here's your part of the moon, here's yours, England.
Well, they basically find. They basically
Fucking
found.
aliens are gonna come down.
They'd send like new, like the new futuristic version of Columbus there to go found America, to found the new world on the moon.
I thought what you meant is like people will go off and they'll make their own stuff.
Well,
Why is this
is
countries?
Well, this was my little addition to it, but it doesn't have to happen. We can put that to the side. If like,
Well, I mean, in all honesty, though, that does boast a good point. Like, if I was to go live on the moon, I wouldn't take my whole fucking country with me. I'd just go live on
this.
Yeah.
The Earth had like a history of time where not a lot of land was.
Well, I'd assume they'd keep the England and America and all that down on
And
Earth.
also, on top of that, how could we run out of land as well? Because there is a lot of land.
You're not. I've said this 3 times. This is the future. Anything can happen.
Kai,
Well, if that's the case, in the future they discovered a way to make more lands, therefore the moon travel idea is not needed. Your argument's invalid. Shut your mouth.
your original question was, if there was a war on the moon, would it be World War Moon, or what was it?
No, that was just what I was going to call it. That was just what I want to call it.
Moon.
Also, the moon
What?
isn't a world. Hate to break it to you.
No, I mean like World War is in like everyone from our world goes up to the moon and stuff. So
Yeah, but I don't even know why they call it a world war, because it's not even like World
Yeah,
War
it's
II
not the
and
entire-
World War One
yeah,
and
not,
stuff.
not,
It
not
wasn't
all
the
of us.
entire
Not all
world
of us
going.
take part.
It's probably because it was all the countries that people actually care about.
So let's say the bits of like land already owned on the moon is what Earth was like ages ago, and say the first bits of land were owned on Earth. Okay.
Yeah.
So they start gradually, and gradually in Earth's history we had wars over like who gets what bit of land and so on. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's going to eventually happen with the moon. So like
That was
when we-
ages ago when all people cared about was conquering other people.
Yeah, that was like in the 1600s.
I know, but like
I don't think
What-
anyone
what I'm
cares
sa-
anymore.
what I'm saying is, only a few bits of land have happened on the moon, so it's all going to start again. We're going to have more wars.
Well, no, not really.
Oh.
'cause who the fuck wants to have a large prior? Like,
In that case, people would
property
be
of
having
dusty
wars
rock floating
over
through
countries
space?
now.
Kai.
Yeah.
I mean, surely would you want to go to somewhere like Mars or something that has more minerals rather than just a
Yeah, but you
dusty?
can't breathe on Mars.
You can't
Yeah, you
breathe
can't
on the
breathe
moon!
You get astronaut suits. If you go, like people have gone to Mars have
Well, if
died.
that's the case, then go to Mars instead. The
People
astronauts
have gone to the moon and
You
died.
can't use moon astronaut suits for Mars.
Yes,
oh
you
my
can.
god, Kai.
No,
They're
they
the
can't.
same thing.
You can't because they haven't done that yet. That's why they send little robots.
Because it's too far away.
Exactly.
They haven't figured a way of how to actually like get all the fuel there.
But how do we get the rovers there?
Oh my god, they're run
They
on
just send
battery
them.
and solar.
No, it's because
No,
it
no.
takes so long that someone would die before they got there.
And on top of that, you can fit a lot more fuel for
Wait,
like
so-
distance on a
so
tiny little
when-
robot going
when
to
they-
space.
you
when
just
they-
send a robot and leave it for a few years, you're fine.
Did they launch the rover into space and land it on Mars, or did they get like the rocket with the rover in to like robotically push the rover out
They
onto Mars?
sent it out on a satellite or something like that, I think. Or something with a lander. It wasn't like a proper. I'm going to look this up actually.
Okay,
I don't think.
my MoonWar 1 has like my discussion has ended now, so I'm not going to bother.
Thank God.
I still
Let's
got
just come to the
I'm finally
conclusion
debunking
that
guys
once again,
can
you
beat
were
this up.
wrong.
well, not wrong. I'm just
Yes, you were wrong.
I just have wrong ideas.
So you were wrong.
Aye, just being arrogant a bit.
Wait, I'm getting called down again. Probably to fix something. Talk about more stuff. Talk about dreams. You've
Hopefully
had or
it's
something.
your head. Can they fix that? Do we have the technology yet?
We have a dream section in this. Did you have any weird dreams lately?
Maybe.
No.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Are you sure, Ethan?
There's a chance that I did.
100%.
No.
You sure you don't want to phone a friend?
I might go for a 50-50.
Oh shit, man.
But wait, there's only 2 questions.
Exactly.
I mean, 2 answers.
Why don't we try and come up with a better theory than what Kai's done? Like, come up with
Yeah,
something.
how about you just don't try and take over the moon?
Yeah. No, I mean, why don't we come up with something that's like, because Kai's kind of like.
I say we just
but he's kind of
completely
annoying.
get
with
away from that
theories 'cause they're just
conversation.
really stupid. So why don't we come up with a really stupid theory that he can't debunk, and he's just like, no, you're wrong.
You could just do it like a real theory. Explain something to do with science to him, and he'll be confused.
Gravity? Psh, That's not real. I feel really horrible though, because thinking about this, when he goes through editing it, he's just gonna be like, "This guy's a fucking dick." Nobody will talk about them again.
I don't think he's smart enough to.
That's horrible.
Nah, yeah, it's fine.
It basically goes from like actual sessions to just it's like every time he leaves, we just smack talk the shit out of him.
Out of his stupid theory.
Yeah. I feel bad, but at the same time, it's just really funny.
That's all we do here, take the piss out of each other.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
I don't get what his idea was, though. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Ethan, if you were to
as
sit on a bicycle in space, what would happen? I don't really know.
Do I look like a space scientist to you? No. No.
I know what happens. I know how to brush my teeth in space. You put some water
Great.
in your toothbrush and you put it in your mouth.
It's not so different from what you usually do.
What? You
No, 'cause
actually?
you've got to wet your toothbrush. You have to put water, like a blob.
You have to put water on it. Crazy.
and then you have to drink the water, and because you can't spit it out, you have to swallow the toothpaste.
You can spit it out, but you don't. That's just stupid.
Well, yeah, but that's why you swallow
Yeah,
it.
don't litter on the moon. You get like an international. You get like an interplanetary fine for littering.
Some fucking alien gets there. It's just like a Walker's crisp packet on the side. Like, oh, I guess some other twats have already got here. Guess I'll be leaving.
Fucking Zorbians. You racist. Just be like really fucking racist.
That'd be
You know
the way
what'd
we all
the
die.
most-
Aliens attack us because we littered on their moon.
You know what'd be the most intense situation ever?
What?
Being up in space in like a spaceship or something, after someone's thrown an object somewhere. At any
Yeah.
point, it could just come back at
It's
you.
your misfortune, I'm back.
You'd live in fear.
What's going on?
If
Oh,
you're
we're
living
talking about actual space theories that are relative and somewhat good.
The
Thanks.
scariest thing if you were living on a spaceship was if someone threw an object somewhere.
You wouldn't know where it would just bounce off
It
stuff.
would just. It's never gonna stop. It's just gonna keep going.
Yeah, because don't they say, like, if you were in space and you, like, spin a pencil...
It's not that they don't say; it's that it does. It's because there's no air resistance
what
or
I would
force
say
to
is,
stop.
what if you were in a satellite and you just dropped like a bomb or something? Because satellites constantly
You can't
fall
drop
to
things.
the point where they go in a thing. So if you drop it, it would stay stationary in space until the satellite ran around and hit it again.
I have a legitimate question, Ethan. When you
I doubt
spin...
it.
If you were to spin a pencil or anything in space, does it still have the same sort of, like, energy? Same speed?
It'll keep on spinning
Does
It'll
it still...
it'll remain at the same speed no matter
So,
what,
if
because
you
there is
get...
no speed in
If
space.
unless
you-
you stop it.
If you get a knife... Okay,
Alan,
you-
please don't try to explain it because that was a stupid thing to say.
if you
Yeah.
get
No
a knife...
speed in space.
Well then,
No,
Alan,
Kai, because there's no speed in space.
so on August 15th when you get your results,
Afraid you failed physics.
simply because he wrote on Oliver's thing,
He was like, no,
There.
no. There's no speed in space.
not on each page,
I don't
there
think you
is
understand.
no speed in space, A-star.
I don't think you understand who obviously has a degree in what they're teaching. There is no speed in space. You are obviously wrong about
That's going to be a
this.
t-shirt, Alan, and I'm going to put your face on it. It's going to have little diagrams, it's going to have equations.
Please don't.
So,
Yeah.
Alan, if there's no speed in space, how do things move?
They fall towards gravity.
Right, so Ethan,
But there's no gravity. Yes, go on.
There.
Kai.
if you were to spin a knife, I'm going to say knife because I don't think a pencil would stick into a...
What?
A pencil wouldn't stick into
But
a...
it's going to be floating.
No, if you spin it, if you push
Okay,
it,
let me explain it this way.
if you push and spin it,
Have you seen Gravity?
I haven't.
No.
Okay.
All I know is
the
that-
first
all I
5
know-
minutes of it,
all
thought
I
this
know-
is boring shit and
Right,
fell asleep.
I'm chilling on the balcony of a space
Wait,
station.
wait. All I know about Gravity is that George Clooney floats away and he's completely fine with it.
It's not a good film. Ignore it.
That's why I said, like, I watched the first 5 minutes of it and thought, oh, this is going to be totes bollocks. And just fucking turned it
Okay, I'm just
off.
gonna put in a pin in my pencil theory.
I'll explain this to you, Kai.
Okay.
So, I'm chilling on my space station balcony, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at the stars.
Uh-huh.
And because I'm in a spaceship with Alan, he pops out and he goes, here's this CD of a mixture of things that Kai's talking about.
Okay.
Do you want to listen?
And
I
you
then
say,
take
"No,"
that
throw it
CD
the fuck out the window.
and chuck it away.
I thought you were actually going
Because I
somewhere
don't
with
want to
this.
actually listen to that, because that's awful. Since I've chucked it into space, the speed at which it is going is going to remain until it hits something. It is going to constantly move in the same direction at the same speed.
So, does it
Until
still have
it
the
stops.
same, like, power and stuff?
Yes,
Well, yeah, because it's moving at the same
So,
speed.
if
Yeah,
constant.
Kai, if me and Ethan were,
Alan?
if there was a massive
Alan?
like,
there is no speed in space, let me finish.
Kai, shut up. I'm going to take over the moon with an army.
I didn't say anything about an army.
Also, think about
Yes,
it.
you did!
What weapons-
I didn't, I
what
said
weapons
war.
would you actually use in 0G? Because guns won't work.
Right,
'Cause
no, say if there's like a mile-long
They would.
tube in which me and Ethan were at either ends. Ethan threw that CD case as hard as he could at me.
What are you
It'd
doing
keep
with
on
CD
going.
case?
It'd keep on going until it hit me, and it would hurt. The same power he threw it.
So does that mean, even if you were stood, say, right, if you were stood 5 feet away from Ethan when he threw the CD, and it had the same power and stuff, it would hurt the same amount as it would if, say, Alan was at the right at the other end of the spaceship.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to pull the pin out of my pencil thing now, and so if you have a pencil or supposedly a knife because it's sharper, and you were to spin, if you were
It's
to
the same.
you were to spin and push it, okay?
It
You're on
would
one
continue
side.
to spin and
Yeah.
move. Yeah.
If Alan were to, as the knife was coming towards him, like hover a potato upwards.
What?
Yeah? Listen, hover a potato upwards. Would the knife stick into the potato,
Well,
or would it
yes,
just bounce off?
It would stick into the potato depending on how hard you threw it.
Right.
If you throw a knife hard enough to stick into a potato, either way, whether you're
gonna
in
stick.
space or not, it's going to stick into the fucking potato.
Yes.
Uh,
Self-explanatory, guy.
Ethan, do you want to do these for an hour and a half instead?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. So.
How long's it been?
We've got 13 minutes left.
Already?
Yeah.
Well, from an hour or a half
Christ.
hour.
From an hour.
Oh.
We're gonna
Well,
add
if that's
another
the
half
case,
hour.
I don't mind doing them for an hour long, because that was like no time for me to be honest.
No, we're doing them for an hour and a half.
So,
We're 13 minutes away from the end of an hour.
you brought up dreams, and
Yeah.
I know you, so obviously you've had a weird dream.
I did. And it may,
Great.
or, it may or may not. Like,
Kai, just say it. I've already lost too many brain cells. What's 20 more? Just go.
Yeah, okay.
just go. Just go. For it.
so it starts with me, all of us in college. Okay.
Okay, we're not
And,
in college yet, but
For
there you
some
go.
reason, for whatever reason, this makes sense of the dream. The college room we're working in is A8 in our old school.
Right, why?
It's that, I don't know. There's that sort of setup, and I remember this, and I have no idea why I still remember it. It's A8, okay? And
Okay.
we've got this guy in like a purple mascot suit thing. It looks a
Okay.
bit like
I
Sully.
think he's been playing too much Five Nights at Freddy's.
He's got like a Sully costume on, but without any horns.
Sully
Okay.
cost. What? Who's Sully?
I think
I only know
Sully.
Sully from Uncharted.
No, Monsters Inc. You don't remember that film?
I remember it. I don't know the names.
The big blue guy,
it's the
basically.
blue. It's the blue one, the main guy.
Right.
Blue dude.
Okay, this is that, and
Alski.
basically, Mike has got us on a job to do, yeah, and we're doing finishing off that stuff we did last time, where like we were writing up like what to use for our film and stuff.
Yeah.
But for some whatever reason, I wasn't doing that. Okay, and I was like,
You
alright.
delinquent.
No, because I kept trying to sit down
Fucking
in my chair. I was sitting down in my chair and I'm like, why am I not doing this? I want to do it, but like every time I said that, I'd teleport back to the door and have to go sit down again. Anyway, I
Right.
walk out of this room, and we go outside, and there's like these massive buildings, like really, really tall buildings. But it's also
buildings.
on, and this is going to be really, really hard for Will to understand because he never went to our old school. Do you remember where the old, like the red guy used to be, Ethan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
100%.
It was the little bit of field down from that, and Mrs. Curran was walking up that with like a load of like I'm guessing.
Which one's Mrs. Oh, she was the new science teacher,
Yeah,
wasn't she?
yeah. So she's walking up with like a load of other people, and she says to me, "How come you haven't told these lot about about the plans for your film and stuff?" I'm like, "What are you on about? I don't know." And then another little kid he goes, "How's Captain America 3 coming along? Are you directing that?" I'm like, I guess so. I'm like, okay, this makes no sense.
Your dream is basically your mind wanting to become a delinquented liar that just flies off of just complete sheer vanity.
with this, mate. So, I'm really confused. I walk down this little alleyway.
I'd be fucking confused too.
You're not the only one, mate.
I walk down this little alleyway, and Chris Evans pops up. Okay.
Who's Chris Evans?
The guy who plays Cap.
Oh, him.
Yeah. And he's like...
Thought you meant like someone we know.
And he's like, no. And he's like, so, how's directing my film coming along? I'm like, I don't think I'm doing it. And he goes, really? I'm like, yeah, I just got told. And I'm like, he goes, oh. And then he just walks off. Anyway.
You offended him.
I'm probably going to forget past this. And then...
You offended Captain America. You should have broken your fucking neck.
Anyway, and this is going to get even weirder. So, we're walking out of the... Oh, the thing I think Alan's going to really understand this. You know, I walk out of this alleyway, and then it's the prom doors. Is Alan still here?
Yeah.
Like, that sort of setting, the prom doors, it's like these big open doors.
No, he
and
killed
stuff.
himself a long time ago.
And it's that, and I'm walking out of it. I'm walking out of it with Alan and Ethan. Ethan does not say anything, which I'm getting a little bit annoyed about, because I don't know why he's not talking.
I've had enough with you. I've
It's
snapped,
like,
and now I'm ignoring
for
you.
some reason, at that point of the dream, even though I'd only just got that, I was very concerned for you. So
The one time I'm not talking.
Walking out the door, Alan stops at the door, and then for whatever reason, I have never seen my great granddad before. Yeah.
Right.
For some reason, back in time.
What, in real life?
Yeah. Back in time, at my great grandma's wedding. Okay. And I'm like, okay, this is a bit weird, because there's like a lot of people around, and outside the prom doors of the place we went to, there wasn't any, it was just a car park, but for whatever reason in this dream, outside the prom doors was like a field, like a garden, and there was like little flowers everywhere, and everyone was in like a little group, and for some reason, I'd switched to first person view. So I could see
Wait, you're in third person the whole
You
time?
weren't in first person?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. Not for the bit where I was...
button.
For when I was walking out the
It's
prom
kind of a
doors...
massive thing you miss out of the
Listen.
story.
Yeah.
The bits
Yeah.
talking to Chris Evans and stuff, and going into the room, I was first person anyway. And then the bits where I was like going out the prom doors, and I saw myself. Yeah, basically, I was in third person. I got back to first person.
Why were we expected to know this?
I don't know. Dreams
Yeah.
don't make sense.
No,
So-
you just don't
No,
make sense.
you were
guy.
explaining a story doesn't
Okay.
make sense.
So, and this is going to get even weirder now.
Oh, yay.
So
if it
I'm
wasn't
there,
good
and I'm
enough.
like, okay, who are
Right.
you? And this guy who must be my, I guess is my granddad. He looks nothing like. Is this quite a skinny like granddad fellow? And for whatever reason, even though it's
Skinny granddad fellow. What kind of definition is that?
even though,
look like an old dude.
even though it's back in time.
Ethan, though. Why me? I thought I wasn't talking to you.
Unsociable little shit.
Even though this is back in time, like I expected everyone to be like look younger, okay, because it's back in time. But for whatever reason, my granddad was older, and he had white hair, and he had like these really.
Wait,
weird...
since when is it back in time? When did you time travel?
I told you that
And also,
before.
if you don't know what he
I told you
like,
that, but I said it was back in time. Can you not listen?
hair.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Hair.
If it's
Um,
back in time, then how old are we?
I don't know. You're normal age.
Or did we time travel with you?
You time travel with me for some reason, but yet again, Ethan, you're not speaking.
That's probably why he's not talking. He
This
just
is the
thought,
bit that
this
creeped-
shit's whack, yo.
This
and
is
just...
the bit that creeped me out the most. Okay.
Yeah.
So, completely out of the story, and you're probably going to hate this. Down where my dad lives, there is this old man who comes up to you and always tries to kiss you, okay? Nobody knows why.
I think this has gone from story to childhood.
Who's he trying to kiss?
I don't know, it's this old guy, and he's like trying to be all jokey and stuff, and he's always trying to like kiss people.
Right.
Right, he never... Like, every time,
I
like,
think
we're
this
walking...
is
Shush, Will,
appropriate for the
Will,
podcast.
shush,
This
shush, Will,
isn't
Will.
the
So, like, every
therapist.
now and again, like, me and my dad will go down to the shop, and he'll be there trying to, like, you know, like, say my dad's friend, in inverted
What
commas.
shop?
My dad's friend in inverted commas, Katie. He'll always try and like kiss her for some reason, and she'll be like, no. And,
I wonder why.
this is the weird bit though. In this dream, this guy I perceive to be my granddad tries to kiss me. And I'm like, no, don't do that. You've got wrinkly lips. I don't want to.
I think someone has granddad issues.
I've never met him before though.
He has
That's
a
the thing.
Someone's got some weird fetishes.
That's the weird thing
Exactly.
though. I've never met him. I don't even know what he looks like.
That's why I'm saying I think this is something you should go to the therapist for, not the PixelCast.
And then I wake up and I'm like, what was that?
What was that? That was your brain telling you what your true calling is, isn't
What
it?
happened to me
To
and
be a
Alan?
delinquented liar.
Yeah.
I mean,
Makes out
that's the part everyone wants to know.
What happened to the
Did our
best two
heroes
people in the
make
dream?
it?
Did our
Find out
hero
next
survive?
Find out in next episode.
Right, I'm going to set my thing for 35 minutes, so we've got another half an hour. Right.
That's more than half an hour, actually.
Well, because we were at 5 minutes. We were at 5 minutes left, so I put it on 30. Makes sense. So
Why are we doing another half hour? Just.
Because we're doing 1.5 hours, and we all agreed on that.
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said half
No,
hour.
I did, in my
Next time
opinion,
we'd be
it's the
doing
odd
half hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ethan's always right. So Ethan, have you
I
ever?
think it would be good if we did situational things. So like if everyone has enough time, then we can do hour and a
Yeah.
half. But I'd say bar that we shouldn't like make it a mandatory
So
kind of thing.
Ethan, anyone had anything happen to them recently?
Let's have a good think about this one.
I walked into work, slipped over, and like fell underneath the.
Is this story real?
No,
Yeah.
probably not. 80% of his stories are not real.
Okay, then I'll
Like
just
that
leave
one
it.
about what was it? The cockroach that for
The one
some
on,
reason changed from your back
Tea Time.
garden to a holiday home to then a quarry in the time span of about 30 seconds.
And there was a building site.
No, it was.
No, it's not a building site; it's a built site.
Built site. No, that would be building, because it's not a building, it's a site. Building is taking
But it's a
place.
site that's got built buildings.
Ethan, I
on.
like how we have to call. I
That's
like how we called back to something we started the entire podcast with.
Well, yeah, that's the idea.
Keep the relevance going. So, Will,
We're going to
anything-
keep it relevant until it's a thing.
Yes.
I- Will, do you remember when?
Soon all the cool kids will be doing it. Just you wait and see.
Just wait until cool kids actually watch this.
So I was.
No,
Was it-
Will. We are the cool kids.
I was on a call with Will, and every time he smiled and put and did a thumbs up, I was on my launchpad, made a little ding noise. It was like, ding.
It was funny until he realised it was non-consensual, and I got him sued for it.
No.
I sued him for it.
Yeah.
For every penny.
I've been stuck on one level for this entire podcast.
What level? What game are you playing?
Geometry Wars. I just downloaded it off the PS Store for free,
Oh, fair enough.
and I'm on my Vita, and it's hard.
That's a good point. What's everyone doing? Because if you're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm just sat with the Skype window open doing the podcast," that's kind of BS.
I bet that's what Kai's doing.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
Kai's-
I am
Kai's
actually
staring
sat here.
at your
I'm just staring at mine and Ethan's messages. That's all
He's
I'm
just
doing.
sat here listening to the soft sound of our voices.
I think Kai has a thing for me.
I feel like we should talk really horribly to make Kai want to do something else.
I think
Like
you should.
something really horrible. It's like, "Hey, sweetie, you want $1?"
Oh,
Mama's gonna take care of you, big boy.
God.
Ethan, he started doing like out of nowhere, like about a minute's worth of just improv voices. Yeah, it was like doing the snobby 12-year-old who thinks they're all it. Like the snobby pregnant 12-year-old who's like, I don't care about life.
I don't care about it. It's my baby. I have my baby if I want my baby.
It's not a phase.
It's not a phase. I'm really pregnant. God, my test said so.
Well, can you
do
do
your test? I
can you
took
do-
a step and I paid her.
can you do an emo?
Emo? Oh God. Well, I don't know if I can do an emo. I'll have to find one first. Oh.
Just look at Alan's picture. Don't cut yourself because I said that, Alan.
Ethan, you are ruthless today.
I think Alan's left. He's not in the Skype thing anymore. Alan's gone.
Can we celebrate?
When do you want to, Ethan? When do you think we should start doing video podcasts?
It's a good question, Kai.
I feel like if we're going to do video podcasts kind of thing, though, it would have to be like kind of like a Twitch sort of thing. It's like
We can do
live
it. We
podcast.
can do it at college.
Yeah.
Collage.
We can just make a set. I'm sure that's what you can do there.
Or we'll just sit around that table.
Well, you
Yeah.
can't make a set and stuff, but they do have like the green
Yeah, we
room
can.
that you could probably use.
Who's
Like
gonna
hell we
stop
can't.
us?
The tutors that need the
They
room
can
for
chat.
actual lessons.
Is it Mick or Mike? He's a right lad.
Well, people keep
both.
calling him Mick, but he's called Mike.
Is it Mick or Mike?
I
Well,
think
there's
it's
both. There's
Mike
like
because I
Mick,
saw Mike.
Brian. I just distinguish them by colours of hair, length of hair, and beards.
Oh, he's the
That's-
only one I know.
Like
There's
Harry.
the Irish one, the ginger one, the non-ginger one with the beard. And then there's Mike.
Ethan. No, Ethan. Well,
That's literally
look.
it.
Do you remember the how we like deciphered which Harry was who? It was Harry.
yeah.
It was
Right, basically, you know Harry. Does Ethan know Harry with a hat?
I do know Harry.
Right.
That's what we call it.
Basically, Harry with a hat. He's also friends with we've been friends for like quite some time, and there's another Harry that we met through college, and we define them by calling the Harry we met through college Harry because we like him more, and we call other Harry either Pedo Harry or Harrington.
Harrington.
Yeah. So we've got Harry and Harrington to distinguish it. And then I just get told that I'm being mean because I make jokes about him being a
Yeah,
kiddie.
we just call him. We just decided him as Harry with a hat.
Wow, that was masculine.
We just call him Harrington. It's a lot better.
I'm
currently drawing socks because I'm that cool.
Oh yeah, right. So my Nan Olive came down that came down a few days ago, and like she would always like talk about the war and stuff. Like I always thought that was just something from films, but she legitimately talked about the war and about how like during the war she'd get like a sixpence from her parents to go down to the. And I told Will about this. She went to the butcher's, okay, and this is what she got: a carrot.
Ah, right.
two things of lettuce and some potatoes, and then walked off
These things do not belong
in a butcher's.
in a butcher's.
Anyway, going on from Ethan, you being ruthless, Nan Olive is quite ruthless also. So she goes
In
into
what way is she ruthless, Kai?
because listen,
This is scaring me.
so I got told this. She was going to get a bus back to her house, and she lives like quite far up in the Englands, and like she lived within walking distance of like the bus stop, so she could have just walked. So she gets on the bus, or she's about to get on the bus, and the bus driver goes, "No, we can't let you on." And she goes, "Well, why?" And he goes, "Well, because this guy and his wife want to get on. He's saving his wife a seat, and so he can't get on." She goes, "Well, who's gonna stop me?" And the guy's like, "I'm sorry, you can't get on." And he goes, "You gonna make me?" And he's like, "You can't get on." and then he's like, "Where do you live?" And she goes, "I live up there." And he goes, "Why would you need to get the bus?" And she goes, "Are you gonna stop me getting on the bus?" Ruthless. Takes no prisoners.
I went up to see my,
I think
my
I
uncle the
from
other
the
day.
sounds of it, your nan's going to be one that starts the MoonWar. Are you going to stop me from taking my property on the moon, Mr. Obama? I will fight you, bro. 1v1.
Ethan, your uncle.
Yeah. He's the only person who can out-sarcasm me.
Go on.
I don't get it. How is he so powerful?
How did he defeat me?
His
you-
voice is unmatched.
I did all of the objectives.
We were walking up. This is when I first realised what sort of a master I was going up against. We walked in, and my mum was holding this massive bag. She came in, she put it down, and he looked at it and went, "What's that?" I looked at him and went, "Well, it's a bag." He just looked at me and went, "Don't talk about your mother that way."
Nice.
Mark does that to me all the time, and he'll always blame it on me.
He's a worthy adversary.
He's a he's a man to be not messed with. If that makes sense.
He's fedora tippable, Malay.
Fedora tippable.
Yes.
So Alan's been quite quiet. Anything interesting happened with Alan lately?
Not-
He's not
Apart
here.
From There Is No Speed in Space.
He's not here.
He's not here. That's what he's saying, Kai. He left quite some time ago, I guess, because he hasn't been in the call for a while.
All right, I've been looking at the podcast thing, so it doesn't look like he left.
You're an idiot.
No, I know.
Just like put like a red X across his face.
Anyway, Will,
It's
have
like-
you seen
like-
Have you seen Ant-Man? Will?
No.
No, it's
I've
too small.
not seen-
Oh.
Oh, it's so funny.
Do
I
you
almost laughed.
want to see it? Do you mind spoilers?
Probably yes. I don't quite know. I'll
You-
probably never. I say that. I'll probably never get around to it.
Do you
I'm gonna be-
mind about slight spoilers then?
I don't, but people watching it might do.
Yeah, well, who cares?
Spoiler warning. Pause. Mute your video and then come
No one's
back.
gonna watch it until it's not relevant anymore.
All right. Okay.
Why don't you just like?
Hey,
if
people
it's
watching
going
in 2024 when we're ultimately famous and we've got the platinum YouTube plaque. We're
We've
going
given
to
a
give you
warning,
spoilers
but
on Ant-Man.
so you can't cry about it.
Anyway,
If you cry about it, you are therefore a future
So-
pussy in the pussy in the past.
I'm guessing, Will, you know what Ant-Man's powers are.
He can go really small and summon ants.
He can
Lego
also
Marvel has
he can
taught
also
me-
get absolutely massive as well.
But not in.
Oh, well, I bet he can.
Oh, stop. Wait, that came off wrong. That came off
Stop
wrong.
it. Oh.
So, at the end, like, the villain can also do that, but he tries to like shrink and like break the backpack that allows the villain to shrink, and he's like, "Oh, it's titanium, you idiot, can't do that." But like previously in the film, the guy had to shrink between the molecules, okay, and he does that. He ends up doing that.
Okay.
He goes what they call subatomic into the microverse, and so he does that. And when he eventually breaks the suit, it's the most violent death. Like his arm like shrinks, and then his head shrinks into itself, and it crushes and stuff.
Right, I'm not
It
even
was
gonna
completely
lie,
out of nowhere, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just from hearing that, I actually want to watch Ant-Man.
I
now.
thought
That's
it's-
really fucking-
I thought his suit would just break, but no.
Yeah,
He
he's like-
becomes a black hole.
Yeah, he was a black hole, and like Ant-Man falls into a dust particle of a dust particle, or so Alan says.
He gets eaten by a dust particle.
Yeah. Ant-Man, everybody.
Did Harrington tell you about that? Like a while ago, me, Harrington, and George sat on a bus.
I don't know who
And
George
we,
is. Who's George?
Oh, he's mine and Harry's friend.
We'll probably meet him
Um,
at some point.
But we were making up really shit superheroes. Like
Mhm.
we don't mean in the way of like superheroes that are kind of bad. We mean like we're picking really ridiculous ideas
Mhm.
and making superheroes. Like one of them was Super Fetus. Has all the powers of Superman, but he is the size of a he's a literal fetus.
Wait, so is he a fetus with a cool costume?
He's a fetus with a cape.
Yeah, but
That's-
does he have the mental capacity to know what he's doing? Does he like?
Yeah,
does he get
no,
like
that's
dropped
what I
off a
mean,
table
like,
and
he's
crushed through
Superman.
the
He's
floor?
literally Superman, got all the powers of Superman, which is everything, because Superman's OP as shit, right? He's got everything that, and he can do anything Superman can do. But the downside is that he's an actual fetus.
I'm not sure
And
if you
it's
just
things
answered
like
that. Then
It went.
I'm
it
not
was
sure if you
really
answered
bizarre. We had like things like Reverse Man, who everything was in reverse for.
What
Like he was in reverse, but everything else wasn't.
What if you had the superpower to create shirt buttons?
Oh my god!
But the
Everyone
shirt
would love
button
him.
was always 2 sizes too big.
Yes. We also, I came up with the guy of Orgasm Man who can make himself orgasm by looking at any female.
I want that power.
I wish I could orgasm when I looked at girls too. Go on. So he can't make anyone else orgasm. He can only make himself orgasm by
Well,
looking.
no, that needs a bit of work, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but does he make that happen to like the opposite gender or what?
No,
Does it to
that's what I
himself.
mean.
He just said
That's why, that's
No,
why
if he eventually gained the power to do it to another person,
he wouldn't gain the power to do it to another person. That's what I mean.
He'd
He's
just be
literally
able to do it.
a guy in a
is
suit
that his
literally-
curse?
That's literally his power. Like as I said, like this is terrible superheroes. Don't try and develop them into good ones. This is a man. who runs
All
around-
of their parents have died.
No,
It's-
the thing is, their parents are still alive, but they hate them.
That's why they're such bad superheroes.
It's like, have you ever watched Monty Python and the Interesting People sketch?
I
Which one's
think
that?
so. I think we watched it at Alan's house.
They're basically like that. They're people that they think are really interesting, but they're really not. Like the man who can put a brick to sleep.
What?
Oh no, that's from the sketch. In the Monty Python sketch, if anyone is actually listening to this, they should go look it up because it's fucking amazing. But basically, what it is
What if you had the power to understand what pigeons wanted?
So they go around and they talk to interesting people. And one of the interesting people is a man who can make a moving brick go to sleep. For example, like he looks absolutely mad, right? And he's like, "Oh, so we can hear that you can put a brick to sleep." And he's like, "Yes." And like they put a brick on the table and they're like, "All right, put it to sleep." Then he's like, "Well, I'll put it to sleep." And they're like, "Well, why not?" And he's like, "Well, it's already asleep because it's not moving." So then they're like, "What needs to be? The brick needs to be moving first." So they throw a brick across the room, and he just throws his hands out and just goes and makes like in Star Wars, like Emperor Palpatine lightning hands. He does that on the brick and just goes, "There, go to sleep," and like everyone fucking applauds. It's really weird.
Ethan, what was the pigeon one? Was it understanding what pigeons mean?
What? You had the power to understand what a pigeon was thinking.
Oh, not what it's saying when it squawks, but just what it's thinking.
Just what it's thinking.
It's pretty bad.
So you don't want too much,
Especially
do you?
pigeons, what are they thinking? Can I fit this piece of bread in my mouth?
It goes up
If
to a
I
bit
go
bread.
nick that chip, will that guy hit me?
Have you noticed if a bird tries to eat something too big, it freaks the hell out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like rips a bit off and then does one. Let's screw this, I'm out.
I'm just imagining a pigeon like landing, and it's like other pigeons have had multiple attempts to get this bit of bread. And it goes up to it, it's like, "Oh, this bread is a bit too big." It was like it starts pecking. It's like, I might have to come back for like 2 journeys to get it. I might rip it in half, then come back.
Yeah.
Then after
And you
about
get
40,
you get the really
it's
brave
fine.
ones that just pick it up and fly away.
Yeah, and then
The
you
soldier
just see it drop
pigeons.
about 4 minutes later to like an old woman's head.
I have a question about super fetus
Oh,
that
okay.
I'm not sure if you answered. Right, you said he's literally a fetus. Does
Yeah,
that
he's
mean
a
that,
literal human
well, like,
fetus.
his brain
Yeah.
hasn't developed properly yet?
Yes. No.
So-
well, no.
So
as-
he's only
as I
effective
said,
if someone throws
he's
him.
got the brain power of Superman.
Oh right, so if you've got, I was just thinking, if you've got the brain power of a fetus, then like he's super strong. So like, as someone would like do, you know, the thing where like you like throw the baby in the air and catch him again and stuff like that. If the little
they
fetus
would
there,
be
it
able
would
to
crash
throw
through
him.
the floor.
First things first, he's the size of a fetus.
He can't move though.
Exactly.
Well, no, he's super.
No, he can fly.
Ethan,
He can fly.
every potential step he makes, or like if he has to roll, he's just like he's like a steamroll. He's like, "So super fetus, can you help me level this building?" He's like,
You'd confuse him for a bird. Like, he's too small. You'd never see him coming.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like that's the thing. Because he's a fetus, he's like
Villains
literally
wouldn't stand a
the
chance.
size of, like, a pinhead. You can't even see him unless.
How's
it's
he gonna save Lois Lane from falling off a building?
"No, this is the thing. If Lois Lane was falling and he flew at her, he'd like fly a hole through her,
Yeah.
yeah.
He can't exactly grab her, can he? He's not
turn
got
him
any
into a
hands.
human cheese block."
He would use telekinesis.
I don't think Superman has that power.
Oh,
it's
Ethan, you'll be
got every
surprised. In
power.
Superman
The sun.
4, in Superman 4, The Quest for Hope, he has rebuild the Wall of China powers.
What?
What?
Look it up. The video of Superman rebuilding the Wall of China.
Just brick by brick.
Yeah.
What a waste of time.
Literally, like, go on the YouTube right now and look at it.
Go on the YouTubes.
I can't. I'm in the middle of a heated battle.
Superman, Superman fixes the Great
But is that
Wall.
the whole film?
No, it's, he just looks at it and, like, brick by brick it comes back.
Yeah, what?
Just looks at it. What?
to be fair, he turned back time by spinning around the world.
Will,
Which
just look-
makes no sense.
Will,
at
look.
all.
I've sent the link.
I will do in a second. I've just about finished up this redrawing of Jess's character. I thought, I'll draw it on my.
By the way, wait till only half finish the wolf character, Kai.
Oh, yeah.
Kai, he meant to draw a character and he did like half a job and then stopped. Everyone then cheers him, yeah.
Well, I'm kind of like
Well, did
the
you watch it, Ethan?
secondary resident artist on this.
Have you drawn anything yet? Because I'd like to see.
Yeah, sure. I'll put it
Even
in.
if it's unrelated, I don't really care.
No, you did.
Okay.
I think, or anything actually.
I have done quite a bit of related stuff.
I like looking at Kai's drawings, so I always make him show me them.
Well, no, it's fine. I mean, this is the first kind of proper drawing I've done since I've had my graphics tablet. Because I've shown Kai, like, the little sketch thing I did of, like, a wolf person the other day.
Eva, Will, did I show you the picture of the wolf one while I showed Ethan?
I'll put it in Skype.
No, I don't believe you did.
Boom, ba-doom. That's documents, not pictures. Try again.
Try again, champ. It's like, your computer says, I'm sorry, I failed you.
I'm sorry, God. Can't find the file.
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading.
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. I can't handle all this shit. What the fuck?
I made alternate versions. Like one where like the shield and was in the other hand.
Oh, you know, No Metal Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Non-metal.
His the channel got taken down.
What, Falero?
Yeah,
Really?
along with his Higurashi and No Metal.
I like Higurashi.
Oh, Kai, stop drawing really good pictures.
Hey guys, sup? Brought you some lemons.
I hope people like put them back up.
Yeah, me too. I hope he puts his whole channel back up.
Well, hopefully it'll just be like a mistake or something. I don't know.
The awkward moment when you completely forget that you've got to open the document again and then resave it as like a fucking JPEG. It's so annoying. Yeah.
So I'm guessing by what you
His No Metals are still up, but not like from his channel. Someone else has uploaded them.
So like, it's obvious, but like, I'm guessing you liked it better with the shield and the hand it's in.
Yeah.
Do you want it to like fold away a bit like a flower or something? Or do you want it to like...
No, it's just going to be a smaller circle.
Yeah, I know that, but like when it shrinks, do you want it to like let me sketch it actually. Let's see. Hey, Ethan, you've actually got me actually doing something now. Ethan,
It's a miracle.
Ethan clap for happiness.
It'd be great if I could actually draw. Like,
do you remember on our
higher than an elementary school student?
I remember when Ethan's
Primary
dad
school
when
was
Ethan's
wearing-
dad took Ethan and me to like the open day at college. The guy was we were going, was it the animation room we went past, and he was like, "You might need a bit of drawing skill." And
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not doing it.
yeah. You looked at your dad, and so you were like, "Oh."
I do not have any drawing skill at all.
That's taken me like all day. I've just realised.
It's so
That
cool.
was awesome. That is
Ethan,
badass.
did I show you about? Did I show you about? Did I tell you about the little? We're gonna have the idea of the little carrot clip in her hair. Will had like an amazing idea for it.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I thought it's going to be kind of stupid if she's always eating a carrot.
Hmm.
Give her a carrot. I said to Sarah that I'd draw hers next.
Yeah, so what did you think about... So Sandy all liked the elemental.
Yeah, and Sarah's
Just to
character
clarify, I know none of the backstory because Kai said he couldn't remember jack shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother explaining the whole thing again because it'll take too long.
Right,
I'll do it if we're in person, but...
Just bing it to me. Plus, I don't think it's something we should discuss over the PixelCast unless it's
No.
an actual publicly broadcast thing on PB. It just, I've realised, like, the downside of PB is two things. One, no one will know what it is, and two, people might think we're talking about peanut butter. And we can't be like PBG either, like the gaming thing, because that's Peanut Butter Gamer. That's already like taken.
It's fine. We're probably better than them. Just saying.
I just realised the PB thing would have still happened if Alan had got his way.
What was Alan's way?
Peaky Blinders.
Upstairs.
Oh. He's such a bellend. Oh, let's name it after a stupid show no one cares about.
Oh god, I hate this! Does anyone else hate it? The first thing I've just done when I've gone onto Facebook is I've seen a picture of someone just acting like a really vain emo bitch. And they just put song lyrics as their thing. And everyone's just like, oh yeah, I love you, you're so pretty. And you're like, stop it, you vain narcissistic whore.
Those sort of people don't get added to my friends list.
So annoying. Makes me want to cry.
Kai,
Yeah.
you
Smell.
should receive an award for still managing to be on my Facebook friend list.
Yeah. Like, let me just send it through. Like, as it spins around to go smaller, like, it's more like machine-like in a way. I don't know. Like, it's in little panels, and like some of them get shorter, and it like goes round.
Sure, if it remains it does remain a circle. Yeah, that's fine.
It's like
Hi.
it goes round, and then like it'll like do a little shine on it.
Hi. I've just gone on Facebook and something's made me so happy.
What?
Right, I recently got my girlfriend, I recently got Nicole into anime,
Right.
right? And by that
Good
I
on
mean
you.
like yesterday when I stayed over at her house.
That's
I
the
got
complete
to watch,
opposite of what happened to me.
Well, yesterday what happened was when I went around to her house and stuff, I made her watch like a bunch of anime. So I made her watch Mirai Nikki,
choice.
Dead Man Wonderland, and
Also one of the
Deep Rainbow.
faves.
And she wanted to continue watching Dead Man Wonderland. And an hour ago, she's literally put, people who watch dubbed anime are weak and natural selection is coming for them.
Wow.
Tell her she's wrong and dubbed is all the way.
I think we're going to have a falling out, Ethan.
Come at me, bro.
I will.
I'm currently watching Nichijou,
I'm just imagining like there's two
which
teams.
is only subbed.
Two teams like
Kai,
like
what's
a,
with the fan thing?
Huh?
What's with the fan thing you sent?
No, that was just like how the shield is gonna like break apart and go down into a smaller shield.
Have you seen Blue Exorcist?
Yes.
I destroyed that yesterday. I did it all in one go. That was pretty
Nice.
good. I really liked it.
You know what I find really funny though is when you come across those people that you can tell aren't very good with anime or have never watched it, 'cause they're just like, oh yeah, I totally watched all of Naruto in one sitting. It's like, how? It's like 200 episodes.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Oh, Ethan,
Yeah. They're like, do the math.
the last Airbender thing I sent you.
Oh yeah. That's great.
Yeah. Will, I'll read it out to you. I
Right.
don't know if I sent you it. Here we are. Science teacher. Aristotle believed that everything was made of 4 elements. What were they? The guy goes, water, earth, fire, and air. And he goes, good, now what? And he goes, long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. The teacher goes, what? He goes, only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. His friend then goes, why are you doing this? 100 years passed. My brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. Although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. And his friend's like, how do you even remember this? But I believe. And he's like, no, don't say it. Don't you dare say it. That Aang can save the world. I really want to do that, and like, I can't do it anymore though, because we don't do
Yeah.
science anymore. I really wanted to do
You should
something
take a
like
science course at college. Go do applied science.
that.
Become a
I'd say to the guy, I'd say to them, it's like, can I do applied science? Like, really? And I'm like, you want to do film? It's like, no, I want to do science for like 1, maybe even 2 minutes. I go in there like, welcome our new student, and I'll just start singing, just start singing the theme tune.
I guarantee
Imagine-
you'll never
imagine
get
if the
asked
world
about
was like if
Aristotle.
everything we had now was made up of like earth, water, wind, and fire. It would be so much more simple.
That's a confusing thing as well. I'm pretty sure Aristotle was like, history. wasn't it?
Aristotle. They mean
Aristotle.
Something like that. Aristotles, Montigal. I
Aristotle's,
don't know. It's not even my native language. It's Greek. It can go suck a dong. What the fuck?
What bender would you be?
A gay bender. Oi, oh.
Oh, when we first introduced Ethan to
Avatar.
we
Josh.
first introduced Ethan to
Me and Josh made an agreement because I had no interest in watching it, but he said, I said he has to watch something that I like if I watch that.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
soon as we Josh introduced him to thing, we told him that like there's different element benders, and he was like, he just started giggling under his breath.
For the first 5 episodes, every time they said Bender, I'd just laugh.
Ethan,
Killed me. Yeah.
the boulder. It's probably a really, really silly question, Will, but have you watched Avatar?
Yeah.
Do you know who the boulder is then?
Not from memory. Keep in mind, I watched Avatar when it first came out. Like,
I watched it on Nickelodeon.
a few years ago.
I haven't finished watching it, and I probably never will.
Have you gotten to watching? Right, have you not finished the Legend of Aang, or have you?
I did the first 2 seasons, and I've only got 5 episodes of the 3rd season.
So are you gonna watch Legend of Korra or not?
I'm not going to watch the rest of it, probably.
I watched like the first. I managed to catch like the first 2 episodes.
And it's not a problem, because Josh didn't uphold it.
Legend of Korra, and then I thought, what is this? Why am I bothering? The
Ethan,
fuck?
Yes.
can I do a not ad read for not Asda?
What?
Wait, it'll make sense in a second. I'm gonna Google what's good about Asda.
Why? What's with the sudden interest in Asda?
Right, what we love about Asda.
So, just out of interest, what's everyone doing right now?
I'm looking at what's good
Absolutely
about
nothing.
Asda.
What's good about Asda?
I'm looking for a playlist of songs.
Oh, and then I'm just sat here like a true nerd, playing Warhammer
Huh.
Dawn of War.
Asda is owned by Walmart. I didn't know that.
Didn't you know?
God damn it, Will, I want to watch an anime now.
I have that influence.
Right, Ethan. I'd just like to do just say this. So, I'd like to remind you that our podcast is not sponsored by Asda. At Asda, you get
Other brands are available.
great quality food
Other
at low
brands.
prices. Asda was named the lowest priced supermarket for 12 consecutive years, and what?
Only 12 best, that's not something to brag about.
The Grocer 33 award was confirmed yet again that that Asda delivers the greatest promise to save customers money every day. If you do watch this podcast, please go and tell Asda that they're great. Don't tell them why, just tweet them you're great.
We are not sponsored by Asda's,
I'm
but
sure
we
they'll
really
I'm sure they'll understand.
that would be funny as hell.
Do any of you shop at Asda?
No.
Me neither.
They have many brands. They have the clothing brand, which is George.
They've
I think.
literally just got a clothing brand called George.
Yeah, they do.
George. I don't know who George is.
And,
Ethan.
As we all know, the famous motto from Asda is "Every little helps." So.
Every little helps, and yes, they are talking about your penis.
Yeah.
Rex.
He sat there with a tape measure and tears falling down his eyes.
Simply because my tape measure is broken.
Down your face.
I might have to go to Asda, wink wink, to get a new tape measure.
Face.
Well,
It got blown off in Nam.
what a way to come to the end of a podcast.
I'm not gonna lie, that's like a really bad saying me and my friend George made up a while ago, and it's "you're never too young to have a Vietnam flashback." It was horrible.
Will, I'd just like to send you the same message that I've probably sent to us all. We're not going into any apparent heaven at all. Yeah, we're very far from it. God gave us a slight restraining order of about maybe 2 meters from heaven's gates. It's
we
now-
can just we have to stand outside and watch.
We have to stand outside in the cold rain.
like watching a happy family at a Christmas dinner.
How could this happen to me?
We
I've
made
made
our
my
mistakes.
mistakes.
Yes, they were all
There's
pretty
nowhere
much
to
intentional.
run.
We're just
I
really
don't know-
bad people.
I don't know any of the other lyrics to that song. I'm not looking them up. What was the song called?
It's a good question.
It's happened to me.
I think it was called Untitled or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How could this happen to me?
Why is that called Cow Country?
It's by Simple Plan, innit?
I didn't
right.
even name the song.
Don't crucify me for being wrong.
Anyway, I think it's time for us to almost stop. We are at 30
Bruce-
seconds left.
We are a man down, but that doesn't matter. I say
Yeah.
a man. He doesn't qualify.
So we've got about...
Oh,
Oh, 25 seconds. So yeah, we're gonna be. Do you think we should do these every week?
Yeah.
Doesn't take long, I can upload this tonight.
These will be a weekly thing.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. It'll stay.
Everyone listening, as your brain cells will continue
Anyway,
to do.
So yeah, we're gonna end it now. 5,
Yeah.
4, 3,
Do you
2,
really
1.
have-
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.